Sun Devils. Taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Sun Devils offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Snagged out of the air. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Need. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise backing this defense. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Got the first down and more. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How defense avoid that disaster. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. They go to the draw. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
On the move to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Need. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got 12 as he just got rid of the football. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Gamecocks are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The screen, he can go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Need. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. On the ground with the counter. Got some room to run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Whitaker. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Safe little shovel pass. Turning it on. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. Hard-hitting tackle. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Peppers.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch a big fella.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. to pass. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
A nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
On third and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Takes the handoff. It's Need. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, probably.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its... There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Running to the left. Sweet cut there. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off play action on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's got him. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense in press coverage. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never enough. That gets them back to within 10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hurtado. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Both of these defenses a little banged, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to it.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation. Know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the big fella. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they've got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Takes the easy completion. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll set up to throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Touchdown, South Carolina. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the point after is good. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Peppers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Peppers. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Well, This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate.